You get offered $10 million and you turn it down? I believe the NFL power structure, or maybe the white media power structure, or maybe the white podcast power structure. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract, and they intervened at the level of Tony Busby, or they intervened at the level of Gabriella Azul, one or the other. Because ain't no 19-year-old OnlyFans model turning down no 10K. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe embarrassed. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe humiliated. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe's financial future destroyed.
I'll tell you, Shaquille O'Neal. Yep, I said it, Shaquille O'Neal. In my last video, we talked about all the signs that point to the fact that, in my opinion, this is 100% a humiliation ritual when it comes to Shannon Sharpe. I mean, all the signs point to it. And about a week ago, reports came out that of this audio recording from Matt Barnes, and I guess I should say alleged to protect myself. I don't even know if it's alleged at this point, of this audio recording of Matt Barnes admitting that Shaquille O'Neal has quote unquote put money out in the streets to get any type of dirt on Shannon Sharpe that anybody can find.
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there. I am quiet. Hey, he said, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some shit back to him a while back, and he's been off him. So that's why he's doing this, but please keep his name quiet.
And I saw the recording. I saw it when it came out. But the reason why I didn't speak on it was because I just didn't know how, if this was legit and if it was really that big of a deal, and even if he was able to find any dirt, because there's no 100% proof that Shaquille O'Neal was behind what happened to Shannon. But when you look at everything that's playing out, it's like Shaquille O'Neal, who is he's a self-proclaimed Mason. He said it himself on national television that he's a Mason.
What's going on there?
That's like my profession. You don't know nothing about that.
Oh, can we get a close-up on that? Yeah,
I don't know nothing about
what
that.
is the profession? Yeah, which profession are we talking about?
Just look at it.
Is it a legal profession?
Of course it's legal. It's a ring of my profession.
Read it. Okay. It's too many. That's too bright. That's too bright. Well, anyway. Oh, Mason, are you a Mason?
Of course I am.
Okay.
Of course I am.
So would it be that far-fetched to believe that one Mason could have somebody who's potentially a Mason put through a humiliation ritual because of their differences? What differences am I talking about? And I almost forgot about this. Last year we covered on this show when Nikola Jokic won his MVP, Shaquille O'Neal said on NBA on TNT that he felt like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should have won. And after he stated this, Shannon Sharpe went on his show and had this to say.
But Shaq see these guys winning these MVPs and a little envious because, and I don't care, look, I understand that Shaq got 4 titles and he has 3 finals MVPs, but Shaq know deep down, we should be having a discussion. For GOAT, Shaq name is never brought up in the discussion. Now, we bring his name up with big mans, with Will, Russell, and Kareem, and rightfully so. But we're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him.
Yeah.
And he robbed himself because he didn't take it serious enough. Did he take it serious? Not nearly as serious as he should have. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. Shaq should have 7 titles. And I think he sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years.
Yeah.
And people are talking about him. And they talk about him dominant big man. But see, when you historically great, they talk about you as great basketball player, the GOAT. And Shaq is never brought up. When they say Tom Brady, even though he plays quarterback, they say Tom Brady is the greatest football player. Ocho, you and I debate. We say Jerry. We say Lawrence Taylor or whomever. But right. Tom Brady, although he played quarterback, Shaq is never brought up in those discussions when it comes to GOAT. He's never in front of Magic. He's never in front of LeBron. He's never in front of Jordan. He's never in front of Kareem. He's never really in front of Russell. When we talk about GOATs, those Mount Rush or Mount Rushmore, and I think a part of him is envious of that. Oh, but he doesn't have anybody to blame but himself.
But do you think it's because he's a center though? Obviously, when we talk about the GOAT conversation,
Nikola Jokic is a center. Kareem is a center.
But okay.
Kareem got 6.
When I think of Jokic,
Russell got 5. Chamberlain got 4. What are we talking about here? Magic got 3. Bird got 3. Moses Malone was a center. He has 3. What are we talking about here, Ocho?
I mean, we talk about Jokic. I see him as I'm trying. He can shoot. He got mid range. He shoots a 3. It's a different type of center for today's game, as opposed to Shaq being in the post.
Kareem didn't do nothing but throw this guy hook. Wilt didn't do nothing but the finger roll. So what now?
Wait, so when we talk about the greatest basketball players of all time as far as the GOAT conversation, Shaq's name is never brought up in that?
Have you ever heard it?
No, because it's normally just Kobe, MJ, and LeBron. That's it.
Kareem.
No, I never heard of Kareem.
Kareem doesn't get the credit that he deserves. No,
it's always the same 3 names.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal did not take that lightly. In fact, he went on social media and had something to say to Shannon Sharpe that I believe is 100% proof, or it points to the fact that what's happening to Shannon Sharpe now, it wouldn't be that far-fetched to believe that Shaquille O'Neal may have had something to do with it, especially consider some other things that Shaquille O'Neal has been accused of. Check out this video right here if you haven't heard about those things. But before we go to what Shaquille O'Neal said on social media, just as a reminder, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate it. And for uncensored, unreleased, and early released videos, please consider becoming a member of the Patreon. To my current Patreon members, as another reminder, be on the lookout for a post that's coming later this week regarding the Jeffrey Epstein situation with his biggest accuser being found deceased in her apartment or her house, and they're saying that she unalived herself. And also, as another announcement, I will officially be showcasing everybody who's both a channel member and a Patreon member at the end of every single video on a slideshow to show my appreciation for you. Shaq went to Instagram and said, "You took me sticking up for Shay as jealousy of Joker. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 of your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget I know what you did to get where you at." I'm going to say it again. Don't forget I know what you did to get where you at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people. In case you forgot, 4 rings, 3 finals, MVP, top 50 and top 75. Google me. And to be quite frank, all this new success you got, you still under me. You don't know my work ethic. But I work less than you, but I'm worth more than you. Make it make sense. Love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this. Love always, the most dominant big man ever who never took it serious. Remember, I don't know you. And in the words of Skip Bayless, I'm better than you. G14 classification, I have it, you don't. Not in my profession. And your GOAT debate, never wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to be who you should greet me as, the most dominant ever. The apex predator. I remember covering this last year, and it didn't dawn on me until earlier today. I was like, bro, Shaquille O'Neal and Shannon Sharpe don't get along. And Shaquille O'Neal said himself in this post, don't forget I know what you did to get where you at. What does that mean? And why does Shannon never ever acknowledge that? Like, if I'm having, some success on my podcast, or maybe I'm thriving in some other profession, and then somebody else having a back and forth with me say, I know what you did to get there. I'm going to immediately say, what do you mean by that? Excuse me? I got here by my hard work and dedication and my credentials. What do you mean by that? But nothing ever came from it, and it just makes you wonder if there's any legitimacy to it. You know what I mean? I don't know, man, but this is very creepy, and I think Shaq even came out at a later time and trolled it. He never denied if he had anything to do with what came out about Shannon Sharpe with the whole lawsuit and everything that's going on with him right now. He never actually denied it from anything that I've saw, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just very interesting to see how this played out, man. Y'all up in the comment section, do you believe Shaq had anything to do with this? What do you think about this post? Did you know about this post? What do you think Shaq means when he says he knows what Shannon Sharpe had to do to get where he's at? Hop in the comment section, give me your thoughts. As a reminder, I have a really big video coming on Oprah here pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. As always, I'm Demetrius, but I go by DD. That's all for this one, man. Until next time. Peace.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.